Today we're out in the woods and it's a beautiful day, but we need to get out of here. We need to escape the forest. And so today we're gonna use only what God has given us in His creation to navigate our way out of the woods. It should be a lot of fun. This is Trail Hacks. All right guys, here's what I'm thinking. We need to do a couple different things. One is find a reliable water source. Asher, if you and Kian can work together to find that, that'd be great. Meanwhile, Hudson, you and I can work on trying to find our sense of direction out here.
All right, Kian, you and Asher, let's just use the buddy system. Don't separate, stay together.
Sounds good, Hudson. Yeah, Kian and I will stay within calling distance and we'll be back with as much water as we can here soon.
Good.
All right.
All right.
We need to find north, find our sense of direction, understand where we're at, and how to make forward progress. Now, in order to do that, we need the sun and some shadows. And with those two simple elements, we can find our sense of direction. We can find true north.
In order for this to work, we actually need a sunny spot, and we need the sunny spot to last for 10 to 15 minutes in order to accurately read the shadows. So right now, the sunlight's filtering through the trees, but it's kind of sporadic. Every time a cloud hits, it disappears, and so we're just looking for a nice little sunny spot.
Okay, it clears out a little bit right here. I have a nice shadow here. The tree's kind of cleared out. We're getting some beautiful sunshine. The first thing is to plant our stick firmly and then to mark the very tip of the shadow. Wherever the shadow of this stick lies, that's where we need to mark it, and then we'll wait about 10 to 15 minutes and see how far that shadow moves. And then we'll be marking the second point. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. And so as the sun is making its arch over the sky, well, it'll hit the stick and it'll give us a shadow, and that's a point of reference. Then as we find our second shadow, it gives us a second point of reference. So Morgan, go ahead and mark the end of this shadow here.
Looks about right. So we just want to line that up, and now it's just a waiting game. We're gonna sit back, we're gonna chill, soak in the sun, get some rays, and this shadow is gonna progressively move. Man, direction is really important, and we're out here kind of lost in the woods trying to find true north. But the truth is, in a greater sense, because of our sin, we are all born spiritually blind, and we don't know the truth. We don't know how to get back to God, how to be in a right relationship with Him. And so we're stuck. It's a big problem, and everybody faces this. But thankfully, God has made Himself known. He's given us His Word. God's Word, the Bible, it's basically like our compass. It shows us how we can be made right to Him again, how we can escape the penalty of our sin and death and be brought back into a right relationship with Him. And so it's the most important thing out there. And honestly, that's one reason why you should never go anywhere without God's Word. Never go anywhere without your compass. You don't want to be stuck in this situation in real life, but how much more so without God's Word. All right, I think we have our shadow. Looks like a good 6 inches away from the first mark. Hudson, you get a second mark there. Nice. That's a good 6 inches or so. It's pretty good.
Yep. All right, so we have our 2 points of reference. The trail hack is to put your left foot on the first marker, your right foot on the second. Now where I'm facing, tall and straight, this is now north. So we have found our sense of direction. North, directly behind me is south. I have east to my right, west to my left. So now we have just created basically a compass rose. We know our direction, which is pretty incredible because all this was based off of just the sun and the shadows. Isn't God's creation amazing?
Okay, now we know true north, so that's one step closer to escaping the forest.
Morgan and I are now going to use these same shadows to figure out what time of day it is. So stay tuned for the next episode.
If you guys enjoy this channel, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're interested in learning more about Trail Life USA, then go visit their website at traillifeusa.com. And if you're interested in learning more about us and our adventures, the Wild Brothers, visit our website at wildbrothersproductions.com. See you guys in the next video.